Yechia Melech HaMashiach. So, some of you may have seen that the Bacharim have expanded 770 all the way from Union Mikveh all the way to Eastern Parkway. And being that I'm one of the first people to have started this movement of expanding 770, as is written in Kuntas Beis HaBenishim of Bavel, as the Rebbe wanted, and the Rebbe encouraged, and as many Chassidim donated tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to this project back in the day, and some of the money disappeared, some of the money, whatever, politics. The question is, what should the focus be right now? And I think that the real focus should be is to expand 770. The Gabayim don't need to feel bad that they weren't the ones who dug the tunnel and started the project. I can imagine that the work that the Bacharim put in, of course, is worth at least a few, maybe $100,000 worth of digging and everything they did. It would be a real shame just to pour cement, to make a statement. Okay, this is not Hamas tunnels. This is a shul. This is expanding a shul. The Bacharim are doing it because 770, if 770 would have been expanded 40 years ago, it would have been necessary. The Rebbe spoke about this years ago. There was even a Hanacha Seven Apina, as everybody knows. And I think that, Krinsky, of course, has a part in it. The Gabayim have a part in it. Usually they're fighting, but maybe they could put their differences aside and focus on what the Rebbe would want for the Bacharim. For the most part, nobody has anything against the Bacharim. Bacharim are Meshachistim, antis, English, Hebrew, Australia, all over the world. Bacharim sitting in 770 learning for a few years, gets their head straight. No matter where the Bacharim are from, or even Goyim or people coming back to Yiddishkeit, Chozrim B'Tshuvah, Russians. I grew up in Crown Heights. I spent a lot of time in 770. Everybody that comes to 770 as a Bachar, or in order litchazek, to get stronger in Torah, learning and studying, davening, giving tzedakah, it works, it helps. And expanding 770 should be looked at as a good thing. I personally know Union Mikveh hasn't been used. Gurari was big Talmud Chacham, a big Asken, let's just say it like that. His family right now not really doing anything with the mikveh. It's for years, nothing going on. And I'm sure that the family can make some money, come to some kind of arrangement with Krinsky, with the Gabayim. And there could be some kind of arrangement in some way that they can make some money. Maybe they could have some vending machines over there that's part of like the back chutzner of 770, and they can run it and they can make money off of that. Or maybe they could have some pushkas in the walls over there that they take a small percentage and they supply it. But the point is, they can figure out a way that through Torah Avodah and Gemilas Chasadim, they will also have more money, more benefits. There will be more Bacharim learning in 770, which will allow the Gabayim, the Hanhala of the yeshivas, to make more parnasa. So I don't understand, even if you're a rabid worshipper of the Egel Azav, and the only thing you care about is money, even if you're part of the Gabayim and the politicians or whatever, you could still see how to make money out of this operation. Take this opportunity and turn it into a good thing. It's a shame that the Bacharim have been digging since, I think, the Corona, or even earlier, by the way, just a little secret. It's been earlier. Been digging for about 10 years at least, this whole operation. It's a shame just to discount it. It's actually an opportunity to expand 770. And even if 770 would be expanded all the way till Union, under the old Koilel and all the area there, of course the digging that the Bacharim are doing is not nearly as intense enough to have any hashpah on the foundations of 770 or the structure. That is lunacy. Okay, the amount of power you need in order to undermine these kind of buildings is not something that the Bacharim have the power to do. But this should be seen as an opportunity, and I really hope that Yudel Krinsky and Hendel and Drizin, the people that actually throw hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in helping the Bacharim and the Tmimim, should get together with some of their Rabbanim in Crown Heights. I would recommend Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Keller, because he's a really powerful person. He has no interest. You have to have people that are not interested in all these things to give a good hadracha. So everybody that has an interest, the Gurare family, Krinsky, the Gabayim, they all have an interest. The Anahala of the yeshiva, they all have an interest. But you need to find people that are Anshe Chayil, Yirei Elikim, Anshe Emes, Soinei Betza, that can mediate this operation. So I would recommend Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Keller, because he's part of the Yoyetzei Hakamas HaSanhedrin here in Eretz Yisrael, one of the first members, and also wrote a book about the Sanhedrin, and that's the Indian of Sarei Alafim, Sarei Me'ez, Anshe Chayil Yirei Elikim. He's the kind of person. Of course, there's other Rabbanim. I would recommend Rabbi Paltiel, Rabbi Yosef Paltiel, as a Yirei Elikim, maybe Rabbi Golem, maybe Rabbi Pesner as well, maybe Rabbi Weiss. These are people I know that are Yirei Elikim. B'chol Eifen, they should get a few Askanim, maybe a few Chassidish people that the people in the community have respect for them, and they should all sit down together and figure out, how do we expand 770? Not for our own we will benefit, and they can make sure that they benefit, because you need to convince your Nefesh Bahamis that Moshiach is coming. Ma'adanim Mitzuin Kafar, right? You have to get your Nefesh Bahamis involved. So definitely everybody should be benefiting, but also that the Bacharim should have a little more room to daven and learn. I think it would be a great thing, Be'ezus Hashem, this Pa'ula will be the Pa'ula that Chassidei Chabad in Chutz La'aretz will do to show that they can also prave achdus for Kiruv and Zero Zagula in this time that Am Yisrael has this war. So of course Chassidei Chabad can show a little bit of achdus. Here in Eretz Yisrael, everybody's be'achdus now. The right, the left, the chilonim, the team, everybody's trying their best litchazek v'tarkim atar v'amitzvus, and really nail down on achdus and fight against the kin'ah and the sin'ah within Am Yisrael itself. Like the brothers of Yosef had a jealousy for Yosef. V'lo yachlu dabru itoy l'shalem. They hated him so much they couldn't hear anything he said and see it in a good way. So when he started talking about the dreams, they already hated him before. They decided that he's a problem. So that's why loy sachmoid esha sareecha, loy sachmoid chamareecha, these things. The jealousy is also the reason why Yishmael got kicked out of Avram Avinu's house. Okay, it was because of jealousy. So we have to take this jealousy out of each other. We have to stop looking at each other and, this is not another scam in Sdoim and Amora for everybody to make money off of. No. Don't be like the deep state that every tragedy, they don't let it go without making gelt out of it in a bad way. We should be able to build, okay? Malachei hasharet, mishartim bakodesh, okay? This is what we should be looking at it. We should try to see the milacha, the malachei hasharet, right? To use the kalim, our is the toyo and kalim the tikkun. We are the kalim. We have to expand 770. It should be a big kli for the great or. And Be'ezat Hashem, all those in Crown Heights that are involved in this, Be'ezat Hashem should keep their children and their einiklach should all have the schus that they were involved in making achdus and making more room for the tmimim, and Be'ezat Hashem, the Jewish community should be able to resolve this issue on their own with the Rabbanim, and the Koyach HaTorah, and the Koyach HaHalacha, and Das Torah, and Zu Halacha. Mehechan Dantuni should be the main question, and it's an embarrassment that every time we need to bring in the police or go to the courts of the Goyim, of the Muslim, they usually look to us to see what Das Torah is and what's the way that the Yidden are doing things. So why should we embarrass ourselves and do it like that? So Be'ezus Hashem, Refuah Shlema to the Bachram, and Hatzlacha Rabbah to all the Bachram that were arrested. And as Hashem, we'll see Geula Mitzvah Shlema, and all the nevuos of the Geula should be Niskayim. Kiyum Ayud. Kabbalah Pnei Mashiach Tzidkenu.